Year's celebration. Would you believe 2 double cheeseburgers for the price of 1? It's the burger gig that lasts a lot longer than any New Year's Eve party. Buy a McDonald's double cheeseburger and get a second one free. So don't ring in the new. Check out some old-fashioned value. It's Mickey D's New Year's celebration. 2 double cheeseburgers for the price of 1. But you better boogie before this deal becomes old and dime. Buy a double cheeseburger, get a second one free starting January 1st. You're gonna love the change at McDonald's.
You can thank Cat Party for that one. He sent that to me last second. I'm thinking, well, fuck. I was going to play a song by Interpol, but then I decided I can't beat Moon Man. I might as well just do that. How is everybody? I'm feeling, I don't know. I don't know what it is I ate. I feel like shit, though. The perfect way to usher in the new year. Over here, it's like 7 p.m., and I kept hearing explosions, and I kept thinking that, like, transformers were blowing, because it kept setting off car alarms and shit. And then I'm like, oh, no, that's, like, fireworks. It's, like, handmade Slav fireworks. And they sound like explosions. So if you hear, like, a bomb going off, that's not Putin invading. Hopefully. I think that's just a good old-fashioned Slavic firework going off in the distance. Don't be scared. I guess we're just gonna wait a little bit for people to get in. That's the disadvantage with Stream.me. It's like when the notification goes out on YouTube, it pops, like everybody piles in. And on Stream.me, it's just like the reach isn't there, which is unfortunate. I put out a notification on like a community post about it. Like I can't even begin to explain my frustration with YouTube. I can't get over like just how bad it is. How because I've been in touch with the creator support team for YouTube, and even with that, like I'm talking to them and I'm saying like, hey, you know, this is all bullshit. He's not going to pursue it in court, but I'll take it to court if he goes there. And it's like, can you just like remove the live streaming ban like in the interim, or can you like actually submit the notification, the counter notification? Because I've submitted the counter notification and it's awaiting review. Like YouTube, it's on YouTube to press the button to send the appeal to this fucking idiot. And they're like, this is the word-for-word response. Hi, Joshua. Thanks for writing back. The best we can do is wait for the results of your appeal or to contact the claimant. Unfortunately, we cannot intervene with this. Another would really to seek legal help. And that's exactly how he wrote it. Another would to really seek legal help. I'm sorry I don't have better news for you. And I'm like, well, right now the fucking holdup is YouTube. Like YouTube has not yet sent the appeal forward. They're still sitting on it. And I don't know, do they need like an actual lawyer to review the things, and all the lawyers are taking off like the holiday break? And it's like, I don't know. It's just like pathetic. It's like a genuinely pathetic system. And it feels like the machine is so large and so clunky that it doesn't even know what it's doing. So, yeah, that's how my day's been so far. Hopefully people break off and make a new platform. I don't know, maybe. Like, the issue with that is, like, YouTube doesn't make money. As much as they try to make their platform profitable, they still rely on advertising, and advertisers don't advertise on YouTube. So, like, I don't know. I have no faith in shit like Gab. I have no faith in shit like Jordan Peterson. Peterson can teach fatherless men how to wash their penis, but I don't have any faith in Jordan Peterson to beat the fucking credit card processing companies. I don't think Sargon's going to do that. It's just not happening. Set them on fire. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. It's so aggravating because all the obvious answers don't work. Dick is the realest option for payment processing, but even Chase might cook out. Who the fuck is Dick? Like Dick Master? What? Chase is Chase is a bank. They still rely on Visa and MasterCard. Things are becoming bleak. I think we're reaching a critical mass now. I'm actually optimistic going into 2019. I wasn't optimistic before, but I think things have gotten so bad that like normal people are starting to notice how crazy they are. And I think that's particularly because of Yaniv. Like Yaniv's stuff is so bad that normal people see it as bad. And when normal people start getting pissed off is when things start changing. Still PM, yeah. Whatever. You know, speaking of, I saw this only today. I wonder if I can find it. I wasn't actually planning on talking about this, but I'm still warming up and getting comfy before I delve into anything. Oh, it's already taken off trending. Isn't that funny? Let's see. Oh. Okay, you guys might find this funny. Fucking Elizabeth Warren is running for president. If you haven't heard, she's gonna be running against Trump. I don't think that's gonna work out. I'm not optimistic for Elizabeth Warren, but that wasn't what I was gonna laugh at. If you hadn't heard, Louis C.K. is now in shit right now because he made jokes about non-binary people. And everybody's fucking mad. And, and all I can think about whenever I hear about Louis C.K. is I remember there was a meme like a year ago, 2 years ago, where everybody put fake quotes to Louis C.K. about black men fucking his wife. And it's like, he really can't catch a break. Like people just keep ganging up on poor Louis C.K. Okay. All right. I will begin. I have a long list. I don't know how long this is gonna last. Like either I'm gonna blow through my list and it's not going to last at all, or it's going to last like 8 hours. So I guess I'll just start with that. Let's start with we're going to go in chronological order of things that I have listed. Let's see. Okay. This is how we started the year. I don't know if you guys remember this thread. I think Jim did a video about it. But in January, we had just capped off December of 2017. And December of 2017 started with this escort, this woman claiming that she had been rented out by Darkside Phil for like thousands and thousands of dollars. And she was trying to get Darkside Phil to pay her money. We couldn't tell if it was a money thing or what. Like it didn't seem like a catfish, at least at first. So after we dug into it, we found out that yes, indeed, it was like a crazy woman who was trying to get Darkside Phil to pay her money so she would go away. But she was with a man, right? I wonder. Here it is. It's this guy. This guy and his wife. And the really funny thing about this guy is he, on his portfolio website, said that he was like an expert hacker from... Do these still exist? I really hope so, because I want to show you. This is like from 2005 and stuff. I think he might have deleted this website by now. Yes, they have. They sure have. I can't show you. It looks... Okay, take a good look at this fucking logo. Do you see this shit? That is the Disney font. So their professional logo for their hacking security software counseling suite shit was like a stolen Disney font. This garbage. And he legit said that he was a, does he say it here? No, he said he was like a Visual Basics hacker or something shit. It was pretty fucking funny. But no, he wasn't actually a hacker at all. He was a man who, with his wife, would steal pictures of very attractive women like this, who were pretty sure one of the fake women they used for that shit, and would try and get people like Darkside Phil to give them money. And we found out, we systematically tore apart a catfishing fucking empire. Yeah, no, the daughter is definitely ugly. That's why there was a big debate. There was a hot debate over if this Jennifer Bronze Grease woman existed and was their kid. And my opinion was that, yes, she did exist and was their kid because her face is really fucking ugly. And there's no way that is just some random woman. So, yes, that's that. I even wrote this. I was very pissed off about these people. So I wrote this in Netherlands too, in Dutch, so that everybody will know that they've been trying to extort retarded men, like Darkside Phil out of money. So, actually, hot off the heels of this, in February, after like the guy who got involved in the Darkside Phil board and was heavily moderating it and was responsible for digging into the bronze grease. He had like manic episodes and like to dig heavily into like really fucking weird cults and shit. And after he got involved with them, he started looking into the Sims modding community, the Simmers, I think they're called. I don't know what the fuck the nickname is. But like it's full of some really weird shit. Like they have autism mods and decensoring mods and abortion mods and sudden infant death syndrome for infant babies, and all sorts of male pregnancy, Asperger, custom trait, allergies for fur, requests for making like child cheerleading uniforms, just like straight up pedophile fucking shit for your Sims. And it was kind of like a boring thread, just something to look at once and laugh at. But the consequence of making this thread was the Sim people lost their fucking mind. This is a real thing. This is a quality fucking website called the Mare's Nest. Make no mistake, this is a real site. This is not a joke. This is, people that actually expect to be taken seriously. And they wrote this shit. Kiwi Farms, the troll hole where self-confessed pedophiles, perverts, racists, and failed mass murderers call Simmers freaks. Irony much? She protests. And this is, I'm going to keep scrolling. I'm going to start pressing down on my fucking scroll wheel. And it's going to take like at least 100 full rotations to reach the bottom of this fucking post. That's a quote from New York Mag. Just paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. All sorts of cabs, random pictures of people that they got off Encyclopedia Dramatica, making like little pictures saying, for the faces that launched 1,000 chips. A screen cap from my Twitter or some shit. Screen caps from the thread. A picture of me looking dashing. Dick sucking for my special friend. Just endless shit about everything. It's one of the biggest fucking chimp outs I've ever seen from anyone ever. And it's because we made fun of their shitty fucking Sims modding community. I'm not even at the fucking bottom yet. They're still going. Oh, and they're using emojis and shit. It's just like an angry old cat lady who wants to fuck children. just ranting that we made fun of her hobby about modding children to be fucked into her Sims game. And that was February. Nothing much else happened on February, actually. The start of the year was very slow, and I can't tell if it's because we're at the end of the year and we don't know, like, we've forgotten all the small shit. Like, I have way more for the latter half of the year, and I genuinely can't tell if it's bias or if nothing much happened, but we're already in March. So that's the biggest thing I can remember from February that I saw listed. Like, I asked a bunch of people what their favorite moments were and stuff. But March actually did have some stuff. Let me pull this up. So I made a video about this already, where I talked about Trans Lifeline. But if you don't remember, Trans Lifeline was a flat out fucking scam. A literal scam, the literal sense of the word scam, as in it was an organization to take money from people for a charitable purpose that was never achieved. And after years and years of trying to call these fucking freaks out for being fucking freaks, and them trying to fuck with me and showing up at my fucking house, this message gets posted in March of 2018. Community. As many of you already know, Trans Lifeline founders Nina Chabot and Greta Martella have transitioned out of the organization. We take our commitment to our community seriously, which includes a commitment to transparency and accountability in our service to you. Following the accreditation process at the end of 2017, the board of directors became aware of several operating issues currently under investigation and immediately took action. Based on the preliminary findings of these ongoing investigations, Greta and Nina were asked to resign their positions and to cooperate in the investigations with an outside review. Taking over operations under the supervision of the board effective immediately is Deputy Director Tiffany St. Bunny. We know that this news may cause concern, and we want to assure you that we are working diligently to ensure that this issue is resolved quickly and that we, as an organization, navigate this transition as smoothly as possible. While the founders of Trans Lifeline will no longer be involved with the organization, this does not mean an end to our mission or to Trans Lifeline's devotion to improving service and outcomes for the marginalized communities we serve. So that was very gratifying to me, because this is like the cap. Like, this post was made in 2016. And then, like, almost 2 years later, they finally get fucking kicked out for being blatant fucking fraud artists. And it felt good. It felt good. Actually, there's a theme for March. March seems to be the month that that people and their organizations left the internet. If you don't know Alison Rapp, this also happened in March. Alison Rapp, well, not the initial uncovery. Alison Rapp was this woman. She worked at Nintendo. She made some comments about Gatorgate and shit like that. And people from Gamergate dug into her and uncovered on her LinkedIn profile that she had written in college a paper that she was so proud of that she maintained on her LinkedIn resume. But the paper was called something to the effect of "Speech We Hate, a argument for cessation of international pressure on Japan to criminalize child pornography," or something. And it was essentially this big, long argument that cultures are different, and in Japan, it's more acceptable for the Japanese to fuck prepubescent girls and shit. And the UN doesn't know what they're talking about. After that, we actually found her escort page, and we found a bunch of nude photographs of her because she was whoring out on the side despite being married. And after that, she got on Patreon and started doing her cam whore shit, right? And she did this for a number of years, but her Patreon continually dwindled because she kept getting fatter and older. And I think the breaking point was that her fan base, like her orbiters, were so creepy and so weird and so worthless as people that she began to kind of fucking hate being a whore. So she ended up in March of this year leaving. Just leaving. It's a big post, and she's saying, "Hi, many of you have private messaged me, and even if you haven't, you may be wondering what the hell I've been doing, that I haven't updated the feed or answered your messages in forever. The answer is that I moved last week. If you've ever moved by yourself, you likely know that it's extremely time-consuming and from start to finish can take every hour you're awake for many days. I just wanted to let you know that that's what I've been doing, and I haven't forgotten about you or purposefully been ignoring your PMs." Actually, this isn't the post where she said she's leaving, but it was in March. Oh, I'm so bummed. Oh, one of the favorite things that people like to do in these threads is find the people who are giving her money and finding photos of them, and they're always fucking creepy weirdos. Oh yeah, here we go. She's saying that she's leaving Patreon this weekend and shutting down all social media, and she did. She's actually stayed gone. We haven't found any sock accounts. We haven't found any new accounts. We haven't found anything from her. She legit fucking left. She shut down her Patreon-only Discord server. She shut down her merchandise server. She shut down her Patreon. She shut down her Twitter. She shut down her Twitch. She shut down her YouTube channel. It's just fucking gone. And she's stayed gone. So good on her for moving on, I guess. I think what happened... Actually, you know what? It's not even that. She got engaged to some Chinaman. And the Chinaman probably said that she was doing a shameful display by being a whore. He's like, if you want to get with me, you got to fucking shut down your whore shit. So she did. And she's probably better off for it. So whatever. But more notably than fucking Alison Rapp shutting down everything in the month of March. You might remember that Channel Awesome, this is the wrong page. Channel Awesome in March kind of fucking completely fell apart. Just kind of, sort of, completely fucking self-destructed. And I think it was based on allegations of sexual misconduct, and I think something about Jew Wario. Like, I can't remember the details because I never followed any of these fucking people. I'm reading chat if you happen to know more about Channel Awesome imploding. But, oh, he was a pedo. Oh, geez, that's not good. Yeah, they've been going downhill for a while, and I think this was just a good excuse for everybody to fuck off. And if you go to I think it's channelawesome.com right now, and go to the bottom, this was one of the things I remember everybody watching when it happened, is that this little area that says partners. Right now it just says Cinema Snob, but it used to be like dozens of people. Yeah, see, it's just Nostalgia Critic, a bunch of their other channels, and then Cinema Snob, and that was basically it. But it used to be like 5 columns of different channels and shit, and it's just absolutely fucking gone. Oh, Jew Wario was having sex with fans. I think somebody else did. Oh, I remember. Yeah, somebody else does is notable for doing that in this yearly roundup. Channel Austin tried to respond to the allegations, but fucked up a screenshot that revealed who it was. Yeah, I remember that the response was bullshit. Nobody bought it. It was just garbage. Sorry, I don't have more on that. I know it was a big thing, but I was completely disinterested in anything Channel Austin. I don't like, seriously. If you were somebody who watched the Nostalgia Critic, I'm just curious right now. What the fuck was the appeal? What was the appeal of watching a grown-ass man with a voice like fattier than mine scream at bullshit? Like, what the fuck? Can you explain this to me? Because I just completely don't get it. And yes, Red Letter Media is perfect, except for Josh. Actually, I will take I'll take a second to shill this. Kind of a weird flex, but episodes of Best of the Worst, not ruined by Josh. I maintain a playlist. I haven't updated it very recently, but if you go to this playlist managed by my my name YouTube channel, I maintain a playlist of every Best of the Worst episode that does not feature Josh. And I think this is a valuable service to society that I do. And you should donate to my Patreon at patreon.com/Matt@the-internet. There you go. X-Channel Awesome members called out the Walker brothers for being incompetent, and there was a Google Docs about it. Oh, I remember that Doug Walker, despite being the face of it, was somehow not... He had, sold the company out, despite it being his brand. He didn't own it. It was just kind of pitiful, and everybody thought he was an incompetent fucking cuck with an ugly-ass whale wife. I do like Jack. Jack was better than Josh. Okay, fuck that. We're moving on. We're moving on from merch. Oh, this immediately segues to what I was talking about before. Hopefully I've thumbnailed or bookmarked the right URL. Is this it? All right, this does require some explanation, and I will go to the first of the thread to explain it. This is a thread that was originally in the Tumblr board, which would give you some ideas of what it's about. Melanie Herring, aka Purple Kekleon, aka Glitch Puppet, also known simply as Glip, is the author of this weird, fictional universe called the Floraverse, and all the characters look like these fucking... I'll just Google this shit. Hold up. Google, I've got a question. Show me the Floraverse. Perfect. This is it. You see how it's all purple and gay and bullshit? All of her characters looked like this. And it had a fucking-gantic fan base of Tumblr kids and shit. They ate this garbage up. And it kind of came out that Melanie Herring was in a polyamorous relationship with two men and potentially her dog, and had been grooming a 16-year-old girl to fuck her dog and show them photos of herself fucking her dog. Where the fuck is it? Why don't I have this on hand? Wait, is this it? No. Oh, I usually have this shit on standby. Just on standby, because I always need it. I always need it. It's always relevant because it's always true. Oh, I have to sign in for this. Fuck you, I'm not signing into this. I'm gonna download this. I need it on hand.
Girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs. When they come.
Alright, I need to save that audio so I have it on hand. On fucking standby. At the ready. So that when I read a story about a white girl fucking dogs, it's there for me. Actually, you know what? There are fucking... I remember this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it offhand, but there's pictures of her walking around naked in a bathrobe with her dog sitting in her lap and shit. It's really apparently that she fucks that dog. It's just really obvious. I'm just gonna say it. The result, by the way, is that after it came out that they were potentially grooming children for sex, they sold their house, they moved out, they all divorced. They had the two main people were married, and then there was a third wheel in their polyamorous relationship. Presumably the dog also got some money from the divorce. And then they changed their names. So they completely got the fuck out of Dodge. As soon as within days of this happening, we found their house for sale on Zillow or something. It was pretty funny. Even the dog got cucked. Oh, don't say that. All good dogs go to heaven where they fuck white women. Did they get jail time? No, of course not. I know somebody who did get jail time, though. We'll get to him. Wow, I can't find a place to put my water bottle. Okay. Next, we're bashing through these. I knew I was gonna go really fast. Okay, let me just pull this up. We're just gonna take a minute. We're gonna burn a couple of minutes going down memory lane because you guys know what's coming up. This was in April, by the way.
Let's stay on topic here, boys.
Yeah, let's stay focused. I'm really interested. I think I'm just like Elsa up there.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, my inner merchant.
This is a really long.
Monday night we were painting the fucking Mona Lisa.
It took me like a second to share mine.
All right, here we go. Screen shares live. Let's see it.
All right, hold on. My pants are off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
Matt,
fine.
what are you doing? How's it taking so long?
Look at all those tabs.
I have a lot of tabs open, but I have.
Thanks for
Is that
reporting.
That one. But nothing on.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh my fucking God.
Nothing on that. That's just,
What
that's
the
just-
fuck?
So I have been in a not the best place mentally. And
Now, wait a minute, Matt. No, Matt, no.
So yeah, that's
Wait,
it.
no,
Dude, wait a minute. Cut back. No.
He fucking lied to us. He
No,
lied
dude,
No,
what?
Straight to our face. He lied straight to our fucking face.
for an hour.
He was spinning and deflecting the entire fucking time.
No.
It's about Dame
No, Matt.
Pages.
Matt.
I've it's because
Matt. No, Matt.
that's
Matt,
my bad.
Matt,
That's my bad.
Matt,
I admit fault on
Matt,
that one.
Matt.
Literally, I admit fault on that one.
No,
That's
Matt.
That's me.
No, come on, dude. Just take.
Somebody was complaining that this is overplayed. Like, it's overplayed because you've been watching the fucking kill stream and shit. But for the people from my site, my homies, my flesh and blood, that was Mundane Matt. If you don't know who Mundane Matt is, consider yourself lucky. He was somehow made relevant by Gamergate, of course. I need some kind of song I can play, like White Girls Fuck Dogs for Gamergate. Like for some reason, everything stems from Gamergate. It's just like the autism. It's like when the universe was born and it came out of like a singularity. It's like that, but with autism. And Monday Matt like trudged along for a while. He kept losing popularity, and eventually he started doing this shit where he like any video criticizing him would be flagged for cyberbullying. And because Monday Matt had a 100,000 subscriber channel, he had a YouTube partner. He was a managed partner with YouTube, and he could call up his partner and say, "Hey, this video is cyberbullying and shit," and get those things pushed through, right? So he lied for fucking like hours trying to say that he didn't flag videos. And then they got him, Keemstar got him. And Keemstar's triumphant moment, probably the only thing I've ever seen Keemstar in that didn't make me want to slit my throat. Keemstar got Mundane Matt to show his report history. And it basically showed people what they already knew. But for some reason, he decided to lie about it, and it's been one of the finest moments of Ethan Ralph's entire career because it's just comedy fucking gold, which is why it's overplayed. To whoever complained about it being overplayed, it's overplayed because it's fucking good. Okay, now for May, you know there had been some ongoing drama with Maddox, and Dick Masterson, and it all culminated in where the fuck is it? Oh jeez, I'm so bad at this. I download all my clips, I lay them out fucking nice, I lay them out nice and fucking neat, and what do I get for it? Fucking nothing. Not a goddamn thing. I always fucking lose it. Here. I found it. This is what happened in May with Maddox. Yeah, Maddox. No, there is there's a list of notes. But I don't like script it. That would require effort. Fuck that shit. Yeah, Maddox. Like, I want to talk to Maddox. Maddox has yet, to this fucking day, talked to anybody about the lawsuit. The only time he's been on camera talking about the lawsuit was when he was on that stream with the guy who made the Earthworm Gym. Like, that was the only time he's talked about the lawsuit. And I would give him a fair chance. Because what I've heard with the lawsuit was that a lot of it was not his idea. A lot of it was the idea of the attorney. And the attorney completely fucked him out of all of his money. And he'll never see that money again. And the second Maddox went to stop giving him money for continued litigation on a witch hunt, basically, he cut and ran. So I would, like, yeah, people are already like saying that I'm white knighting Maddox, but no, really, I would love to hear his side of the story, because I guarantee you it's fucking interesting, if nothing else. But he did lose. He lost his lawsuit against pretty much everybody except Asterios Kokonos, who was one of the biggest trolls that got him, lost him his advertising deal. So that's still ongoing, I want to say. And there were a series of hearings and stuff set for this year, but the judge overseeing this particular case and all cases related to it actually retired. So now there's a new judge coming in, and all those court dates are thrown out the fucking window, and they have no idea what's going on anymore. And the issue is, it's not like they can just drop it, because Asterios is seeking damages from Maddox. Maddox actually offered him his half of the podcast that he and Dick Masterson worked on together, and he appraised it at like $40,000 or something ridiculous. So we're still waiting to see how that ends. The law is very slow moving, as it were. Oh fuck! I closed out my goddamn notes. I need those notes. Fucker. Oh. Okay. The theme of May is loss. Not like the 4-panel Lost comic, but very close to that. I'm gonna have to make notes of when to burn shit when I re-upload this for YouTube. Where the fuck is my Firefox? There it is. Oh, jeez. So, in case you don't know, there's a guy named Phil. Phil is a homeless person who lives in between, like, San Francisco and Portland, depending on the time and whoever he's bumming money off of, right? And for a long time, we kept telling him he would never be able to get his sexual reassignment surgery because he's not mentally capable of convincing a doctor to give him a fake vagina. We told him that. And he told us, dang darn Kiwis, us dang darn troll motherfuckers, he would get his vagina. And in May of this year, if you are watching this and you are of a weak disposition. Now is the time to turn away. Oh, that's not even the good one. We're finding the good one, motherfuckers. You strap in. you fucking strap in. Remember, this is not pornography. If the stream.me people are watching, this is not pornography. This is an autopsy. Where is it? Oh, there we go. That's the stuff. We're looking at medical pictures right now. Oh, where's the super good one? These are all shit. This has to be it. Whew. Yeah, that's it. Remember, this is medical. This is a medical photo. This is not pornography. I'm just showing you a reality. The guy spamming the lost ASCII. Okay, yeah, I have to write this down. Burn this minute where we look at ADF's vagina, because we are we're gonna get banned from YouTube if I upload that shit. I did give you a trigger warning. What the fuck are you complaining about? I told you to look away if you're of weak disposition. Look at all you weak disposition motherfuckers still looking. You're ignoring doctor's orders, as far as I'm concerned. There's something notable about that vagina, by the way. I don't know if you noticed all the hair around it. Usually when you get a sexual reassignment surgery, you want to get LASIK or laser hair removal, because there's a meme about hairballs, where, because it's not a real vagina and it's not self-cleaning, the hair will collect inside the cavity. And it's called a hairball when it does that. Now, usually, if you're taking care of yourself, you just get your laser hair removal to try and make it look as presentable as possible. But if you're a crazy, fat, homeless potato, you don't get it, and you get the hairballs. So, if you wanted to know where that meme comes from, it comes from people like Phil. Just a little bit of positivity for the New Year's Eve. Speaking of positivity, John Bain is dead. I need the. Oh fuck! I was gonna get the clip of Keemstar saying, "I can't wait to report your death." Yeah, isn't that great? Good riddance. Praise positivity. Oh jeez. Well, I have a second link for this actually, where I was going to talk about what happened after he died, and we'll get into that. Where's the appropriate? Like, it didn't take as long. I'm surprised it actually didn't make it to the first page of replies to this. But Visitor was very nice in pointing out this little tidbit of irony, and him wishing somebody to get cancer and die. Oh, I remember this thread. For some reason, when Alan Pardue made this thread, he made it on Jim Sterling and TotalBiscuit. I don't know why he did that, but it would be an absolute fucking pain to split the threads out now. So when he died, my first reaction was, oh wait, here it is. Fuck yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Want to. Now I want to be like, can't wait to report your death. Like, seriously. What's wrong with you, asshole?
You got the best part, though. That's the only part you need. That's the only part you need, motherfucker. Calm down. Calm down. It's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That's all you need. Get cancer, have your coverage dropped, enjoy your third world hellhole, eat a dick. My reply was, where's my reply? My reply was the best one. Is it on the third page? Oh, geez, I was so slow. I said, now this thread can only be about the best showman in games media. The king has claimed his throne. You know, I'm going to get shit for this one day. I keep mentioning fucking Jim Sterling in streams and shit. I watch his stuff, I'm sorry to say. I know that's not popular because he's literally a cuck that literally... I have to make a note. Cut out the part where I talk about... As we continue with the theme of loss, everybody please put your hands on your keyboards and press F for Sagal, who set themselves on fire. You know how bad taste it is to run fucking advertisement on a fucking obituary page, Variety? What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus. All right. Video game developer died. I don't think they ever made... I think they were like a Zoe Quinn type, where they like allegedly produced video games. They died by suicide? You know what? That's a social justice thing, where they say they died by suicide as opposed to committed suicide. For some reason, it's offensive to the dead to use the phrase committed suicide, and you have to say died by suicide. It's really fucking weird. But they set themselves on fire. And they lived. They specifically said something like, this is a different article, but they said something like, I didn't know it would hurt so much. They lived for like 6 hours in excruciating agony because people did not just let them die. They put them out. And then when the police asked why they done it, they said because they were homeless and didn't know what else to do. So they had written a manifesto, but the fire kind of destroyed the manifesto. So okay, let me explain this again for people, because I didn't miss it. I almost got really pissed off. I'm gonna talk about Brianna Wu later too, and I'm probably gonna accidentally say she or they. I usually use they. But the reason why I do this is because it's very awkward for me to say Sagal he, Brianna Wu he. It would be like me saying like George she. Like it's awkward. Okay, it's a verbal thing. I'm not making a political statement. Calm your fucking tits. Yes, Chloe is dead. It's not why I left the United States, by the way. I'm just saying now. Okay. Oh, I have nothing for July. I have literally nothing for July. Absolutely nothing happened in July. Moving on. In August, we, as a follow-up to the Dick Masterson thing, the IBS implosion. I wasn't watching IBS before it imploded. I'm sorry. Just a heads up. I probably am not touching on YouTube drama as much as some people would like, just because I was not in it at all. I'm only covering what I can remember, at least vaguely. So, this is a genuine clip from Maddox's podcast in August, and it was by far the biggest highlight, as far as I'm concerned, for August.
Hey everybody, this is Dick Masterson. You are listening to an episode of the best debate in the universe, or the biggest debate in the universe, whatever the fuck this show is called. I don't know why you're listening to this shit, but you are listening to it. There is nothing wrong with your audio player. I just wanted to talk to you for a quick second before I return you back to your show. If you missed me, and if you ever wonder what happened to the biggest problem in the universe, head on over to thedickshow.com or patreon.com/thedickshow, and I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you about how Maddox threw a gigantic tantrum over an ex-girlfriend and ended what is one of the greatest podcasts the world has ever seen. I'll tell you about how Maddox's girlfriend, Metal Jess, now has a restraining order against her for calling that ex-girlfriend's work and trying to get her fired, lying to get her fired, sobbing about it in court. I'll tell you about the $20 million lawsuit that Maddox filed against me, Asterios, Patreon, everybody's place of business to try and get us fired, that he just lost in court because he's an incompetent fuck who can sell books as well as he files lawsuits. You can hear the breakup letter that Maddox wrote to his ex like a whining baby bitch jilted lover. We read that. You can hear about the video Maddox made calling me a rape apologist. The original troll on the internet, Maddox, sues people for making fun of him. Hear all about it on thedickshow.com, patreon.com/thedickshow. Oh, yeah, you can also hear about the feed Maddox stole from the original show and redirected to his news show, which is why I can do this, Maddox, you stupid motherfucker, you incompetent motherfucker. You steal a feed and you don't change the ownership, you dumb, bald fuck. You fucking idiot. Go back to Utah. Go back to Utah or go even further than that, man. You do not belong on this world, you sue-happy sack of shit. Come on over to thedickshow.com. We'll talk about it. I'm there. Sean's there. Asterios is there. Asterios, who is now fired because Maddox pretended to be a woman online, pretended to be a female journalist, and emailed Asterios' bosses saying that Asterios is an alt-right. Such a fucking crybaby. Fuck you, Maddox. Fuck you. Get raped. I now return you to your podcast, which you should unsubscribe from. This show is dog shit. Hey everybody, this is.
I hope to be like Dick Masterson when I'm his age. Like that's something that I aspire to be. Dick Masterson is so fucking funny, and he is the high point of every stream that he shows up on. It's just the best shit. He's just comedic fucking perfection. And he had been saving that because he realized that he had the ability to edit that stream for fucking months, and he held it till after the lawsuit and shit. And he actually said after the fact that he only realized that he could do it because he had to prepare for litigation. And if Maddox wasn't even suing him, he never would have even seen that he had access to that control. So, definitely fucking funny. Very fucking funny. And the highlight, the only thing I could find for August, actually. But in September, moving right along. This is where things get kind of dense for the months. I have like 4 different things for each month. In September... there was the election, right? Big election. Democrats took back the House. Republicans lost a seat or two in the Senate. Things got really close. But, you know who lost? You know who lost? Our boy, our big man, Brianna Wu, unfortunately lost their bid for the United States Congress. The funny thing is, and I'm gonna edit my fucking. It's such a pain in the ass to get my Firefox correctly positioned. But let me show you the the URL bar because I need you guys to see the URL bar for once. MailChimp/Brianna Wu 2018 /top secret. Do not share this with anyone. I did not edit that. That is not a fucking joke. That is the actual title for the email that Brianna Wu themselves wrote and saved this concession letter under. I just went when I saw that I busted a fucking gut laughing. It's pretty fucking funny because what it tells me is that they didn't write this concession letter like right before they realized they lost, like right before the election. You know that they wrote this shit like weeks or months beforehand, right? Like that to me was the highlight of the entire campaign. What I did not mention is that after this, I didn't even bother to pull this up, to be honest. But after this, Brianna Wu's campaign team actually consisted of themselves, their husband, and I say husband, but I have to say husband in quotes because I know at least one of you out there is religious and does not believe that a gay marriage can truly exist, and even though they may be living together and he may be pounding that front hole that we saw before when we were doing our review of medical photos, when he's pounding that front hole, that is an aberration of God, and he is not that thing's husband. So to the one person out there who really thinks that and is good with the Jesus, I'm sorry. What were they talking about? The staff. It was Brianna Wu. It was Frank Wu, and then there was Stephen Lynch. I want to say Warren Lynch. Stephen Lynch was the opponent, and Warren Lynch claimed to be like a long lost, twice removed descendant or something. And they were very spiteful towards Stephen, and that's why they donated their time to Brianna to help them campaign. Well, Warren Lynch came on the Kiwi farms to defend Brianna Wu, to defend them. And immediately after they came onto the Kiwi farms to defend Brianna Wu fired Warren Lynch from donating his fucking time to their campaign. And, I don't know. I just find that really fucking funny. It's not relevant to this, though. This is just them losing. There's an interesting point where they... I like it when they leave in their phone number and encourage you to call them so that when you do call them and prank them, they can say that they're being harassed by Gamergate alt-right Nazis again. There is something funny about this, though. They throw this statistic around a lot. I can't fucking find it. I'm pretty sure it was in the email to begin with. Maybe they posted it on Twitter. But Brianna Wu says, or points out that 50% of second-time congressional runners or candidates win. So what they're saying is that they run again for 2020, which they are. There is a 50% chance they win. And what they don't realize is that the reason why the percentage of first-time candidates running and winning jumps up from like 4% to 50% is that after the first attempt, usually people realize that they're not cut out for it, and that it's a gigantic waste of fucking money, and they quit. And then the second time they run, only the actual serious contenders are left. Brianna Wu, however, does not understand that, and will continue to run forever and accomplish absolutely nothing. So, looking forward to 2020. No, I'm not going to cover YouTube Rewind. Not happening. Okay, this also happened, and I don't even know what to say about this because this has been beaten to the fucking ground, and I'm sure nobody's waiting for my fucking hot takes, but it has to be mentioned because it was it kicked off a bit of a shitstorm. Now, let's sit back. Oh, wait. Oh, great. I'm going to get a copyright strike. Let's sit and listen to 20 minutes of I've not fucked up the audio this time, by the way. This is if you don't remember, and I'm not gonna stay on this for too long because I'm sure most people do. When Carl Benjamin did his hit piece on our boy Jim, he booted up his stream and for 20 fucking minutes straight sat here looking smug, looking exactly like this, looking smug as fuck, and he did not have his audio on. And eventually somebody rings him up. Somebody on the Skype calls him and says, "Hey, you fucking idiot. Nobody can hear you." Because he had, you can't see it too well, but he had disabled chat. And nobody could tell him. Like, when I'm muted, and I'm frequently fucking muted because I have brain damage. But when I'm muted, you guys tell me I'm muted, and I usually fix that shit in like 10 seconds. It took him 20 minutes. And is one of the, like, this was my introduction to Sargon. I guess I should say that. Like, I mentioned I'm not big into YouTube, or I wasn't before. And this was my first video that I watched of Sargon from start to finish. Maybe I skipped past the 20 minutes of silence, but in terms of having an introduction, this was the worst possible introduction ever. He was smug. He was condescending. He was spastic. He was inarticulate, which I guess is a funny word to use to condemn somebody after a pause like that. But it's literally like the worst of Sargon. It's like a caricature of him. And I determined after I watched this video that I fucking hated him because he was a smug prick. And I guess a lot of people agreed with me because they've been trying to destroy his career and deplatform him ever since. So if you're outside the sphere of internet blood sports and Ethan Ralph's crew, and you ever wonder why people really, really hate Sargon, it's because once upon a time in September 2018, he decided he was going to try to lay low the humble drama merchant known as Jim Mediocre, and failed spectacularly. And now people want his fucking blood to pour down the streets, like how I want bankers to be killed. Bankers in quotes. And from infuriating to truly sad, September of 2018, we also lost one of the most important voices of our generation. Where the fuck is the article? There it is. Oh, is this behind a paywall too? Fuck off. Anyways, whatever. Terry Davis is fucking dead. Oh, is this the last video of him?
Well, I'm King Terry, and learned how to purify myself in a horribly impure environment. It's pretty rough living homeless and in a field outside a little town, and coming into their library, and it's a very pure town, and must have been an extreme shock to them to see such a horribly sick person come in here and pollute everything, and it was a lot of torture to snap me into an ability to handle purity for this job. There's a little castle over there. Let's see, where's that castle? There it is. Oh no. So that's a little castle. I don't know. I really like this library. So come here and use their computer and smoke out here. They must have been freaking out because such an impure person was in their presence. Oh well, I was clueless. Now I used to have a respect for purity. So well, it's good to be king. Wait, maybe. I think maybe I'm just like a little bizarre little person who walks back and forth. Whatever, you know. But.
And it kind of hurts. Like I think when Jim took notice and Jim started talking about Terry, and he got really big like in the last year of his life. But I knew about Terry as far back as 2013. I think he was one of the original people. Like I think this thread's quite old, and I remember, February 2013. This is one of the old 325. I'll show you the URL again. Holy shit. 325. This is a site, like we have like 60,000 threads now. But out of 60,000, this was 325. Terry Davis was on the site like fucking years ago. And I remember I added a line of of something he said like in his early videos where he's showing off one of his first person shooters or something. And he's just like talking and saying like, yeah, the graphics are in the source code and there's a potted plant and God says they're dancing. And to this day, we have that quote in the quote rotation. The stream is fucking. Oh, just refresh. Yeah, it happens all the time on stream.me. It's a shame. It just happens. Nothing I can do about that. My end, it's fine. Though I'm about to crash my computer, I think, because I'm running I'm running out of fucking space. Here, let me delete something. Let's see, 26. Yeah, those can go. Those can go. Perfect. Now my computer is not going to shut down midstream because I ran out of disk space. No, we didn't. Yeah, G did exactly what people try to do to Christian. They try to do the fucking girlfriend saga shit because they think, oh, you know, with Chris trolling, people did girlfriends and stuff, and that was epic. That was epic lols. That was truly epic lols when they did the girlfriend stuff. And it's like, no, when somebody starts developing schizotypal disorders like that, and you start fucking with them, they're going to kill themselves. I mean, people with schizophrenia have, schizophrenia, the only disease that has a higher suicide rate than fucking schizophrenia is gender dysphoria. Like, schizophrenia is how you get people to kill themselves. And with Christian, like, the reason why I didn't touch it all on Chris is because it's like the fewer people think about Chris, the better. Like, Chris is inevitably going to fucking kill himself at this point. Because people keep fucking with him in ways that are not funny. It's just not funny. You get a parrot and you teach the parrot some fucking words and he says the words back and you fucking clap your hands. You go to Google.com and you type in Sonichu and Rosechu are going to be together in the dimensional merge. And you type that into the Google Translate, and then you press this button right here. And
Sonichu and Rosechu are going to be together in the dimensional merge.
Wow, that's funny. It's funny when you make stuff up and you get somebody else to say it back to you. It's the height of fucking comedy. And people fucking did it with Terry. They did it with Terry, and now he's fucking dead. And I wonder who else some fucking dipshit's gonna kill because he gets a schizophrenic to say his epic memes back to him. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to try and stop it at this point. There's nothing I can do. I'm just saying that all these little fucking kids doing this shit need to end up in jail. As far as I'm concerned, the people that were catfishing Terry, they should be in jail for fucking assisted suicide or some shit. I don't know. Okay, that's September. October, my favorite month. My favorite month, objectively as proven by scientists. The best month of the entire year. Why? Halloween. Bleeding heart faggot. Fuck off. If you fuck with schizophrenics and you get off masturbating to your own bullshit like that, like you're just a truly pathetic fucking person and you need to die. You need to literally die because you're pathetic and you shouldn't reproduce. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, Laguna, speaking of Chris, Laguna posts on everything that Chris says. Like, if you go to twitter.com right now, fuck. I think you have to do, stop refreshing. Bendy ruler. Or you do from Bendy ruler to CWC Sonichu. Or what the fuck is his handle now? Isn't it CWC Sonichu? I guess so. Did she delete her account? What? She did. What the fuck? She was on just yesterday, fucking tweeting up a fucking storm. She replies to every goddamn thing that fucking Chris says, and her Twitter is dead. Okay, yeah, that's funny. Here, whatever. I guess I can't show you that she's this fucking spastic that A-logs fucking Chris all the time, but I can show you. Where the fuck? There it is. Where are the actual panty pictures? I have to hide this. There's one. I want the panty pictures. I want the full size panty pictures. Oh, this thread. What the fuck? Oh, there they are. Perfect. Check it out. You see this meat? This hot piece of meat? These are its panties. Be happy. Be impressed. That's it. Chat, you better thank me. It's not a tranny. This is a real woman. This is biological fucking female. Okay, don't even front. Here, I'll show you this though. My drawings may be shit, but I'm no Chris Chan. I may be a bad person, but I'm no Green River killer. Just prove it. Be careful what you ask for. I know that they get into fights with their family a lot and shit. Like that's the crux of the drama, that they're constantly bitching about their dad because they're like 30 something. I think, and they live with their parents. No, that's just her bitching about fucking Chris. What? Oh! I completely forgot about this. Okay, Laguna Blue, she's halal, which means that she came from the Kiwi farms, right? Her little hidey hole was assigned male. And let me just show you assigned male, because it's very funny. Assigned male is a tranny comic by a tranny, an actual tranny, not a fake tranny like Laguna. How far up are we for assigned male? Not very far. That's a shame. All right. This is the coup de grace. This is the magnum opus of assigned male. This is the height of assigned male's humor. Hey tranny, are you getting fake boobs? says the boy, the bully, the cis sexist transphobe. To which the strong, independent 9-year-old trans girl replies, "Suck my dick." And the transphobe bully is taken aback and blushing by that strong comment. I've seen a lot of edits of this one because it's very funny. And I think my favorite is one that this guy in the Discord posts all the time that's like, "Suck my necrotic, rotting pseudo vagina." Instead of "suck my dick." And I'm a fan of that one. I want a picture of the guy. Where? How do you not have a picture of fucking Sophie LaBelle in the fucking OP? What is this? You guys are shit. Maybe if I go to images. Maybe if I type in Sophie LaBelle. I can't not show you. There we go. Oh, fuck yeah. Take a look. Take a look. Talk about a slab of meat. Now that's a meat slab. This one's even better. Holy shit. Holy fuck. That is a big dude. That is you are way too fucking big to be wearing plaid like that in public, dressed in a wig. You tap that? Oh, somebody's got to do it, right? Okay, so Laguna Blue spent all their time on the Kiwi farms, right? In the assigned male thread, making fun of it. And eventually, because of Laguna Blue's involvement in trolling the assigned male creator, like blatantly just using public Facebook accounts with their real name and stuff, Sophie LaBelle retaliated by contacting Laguna's like family and an ex-boyfriend and shit and saying like, "Hey, can you get this fucking weirdo to stop harassing me on Facebook?" And Laguna came was crying about being doxxed and being attacked. And me, I take that kind of shit personally. Like, don't fucking attack my users, motherfucker. So I went to LaBelle. Like, I contacted them on Facebook. And I'm like, "You better fuck off, you ugly fucking ogre." And they did, because I'm a tough guy. I'm big and strong. I'm the whitest of fucking white knights. You fuck with my boy Christine, I'll ruin your entire life. That's just how it is. So, but and thanks for that. And in appreciation of my valiant fucking efforts, what does Laguna Blue do? Laguna Blue continues to fucking harass Sophie LaBelle with their public Facebook account. Like, they got doxxed, they cried about it, they got me up in a tizzy about it, and then they just kept fucking doing it. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna defend you again because you're obviously retarded. So, like, and every time, like, Sophie LaBelle would retaliate and shit, and then they would cry about it, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna fucking help you because you're retarded. Oh, Racecar Johnny posted it again. I'm gonna throw this up there. Hell yeah. That's what I call a quality fucking edit. So that's why I eventually authorized the halal on Laguna Blue, because it's just like, you're too retarded to be here. Just too fucking retarded. Now that's accurate. Now that's fucking based. Now this is epic. There's so many of those. All right, that's Laguna Blue. And that Laguna Blue thread got posted in October. Something else got posted in October, and something which I still get shit for all the fucking time, and people just need to get the fuck over it. Like, I'm sorry he got fucking doxxed. I'm sorry, okay? I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not deleting the fucking post. The only thing I'm really sorry for is that it got doled out in such an awful fucking way. Like, this Princess Tinkle Panties is a nigger, and he shouldn't have fucking doxed tees like this shit. But as far as we know, to this day, nobody has proven it wrong. Jim has not even fucking denied it. And it's like, I don't know. As far as I can tell, it's fucking real. I dare you to prove me otherwise. But stop getting mad. He didn't stop making content because he got fucking doxxed. And I didn't fucking dox him, so don't blame it on me, motherfuckers. Tired of hearing about it. That's about that. Oh shit, I remember this. Okay, we got called out by fucking PewDiePie. We didn't get called out. This is the BetterHelp shit. I think Memology sprung this, and I don't want to say that for sure. I don't know if Memology posted it first or if this thread got made. I'll just go ahead and say that Memology was the one to open it up. But we got this OP is really fucking good, and it's really comprehensive. It lays everything out in a reasonable way that people can follow. It's not like it's not super nasty. It's just good work. And what got us called out? Yeah, okay. I think Memology was the guy that broke this. But what got this called out by PewDiePie is that in his video he features this list. And it's a very good, comprehensive list of hundreds of people who shilled BetterHelp on YouTube for money. A lot of ASMR channels and shit. And this led to us looking into middle management. I'm trying to remember, like, the influence logic shit, which I still find it. When I made a post about influence logic, and how they were peddling BetterHelp and shit. They went to their fucking page, right? And they ripped out everything. They ripped out all information about the company. They ripped out information about who ran it. They ripped out some of their partners and shit. Because they had an entire thing here. In fact, if I go to archive.is and I search influence logic, I should be able to find a early version of the site. Are they blocking it? That's not fucking sketchy, is it? Wow. But I posted fucking screenshots of it. I don't want to dig it up. But they went out of their way basically to hide everything about their company. And it was sketchy fucking shit. And they were owned by BetterHelp was owned by like Teladoc, which was some massive fucking like phone app thing for remote doctor's appointments. And Teladoc had some business with people in Israel who were associated with the IDF and had IT experience there and shit. It was a really deep fucking rabbit hole, and the forum did a great job with laying out the information. And we got noticed by Senpai, which is great. So, one final thing for October. Jesus Christ, we're still in October. Now, it's hard. I don't know too much about this person, but I have to mention them because they died. Chance Carmichael was a... Oh, no. I didn't think about how this would sound coming out of my mouth before I got here. Chance Carmichael was a feeder. He was a feeder. He had a fetish for being fat and for getting fatter. His name was 600 going on 700, 700 going on 800, but he didn't make it to 800. You know why he didn't make it to 800? Because he fucking died. He's fucking dead. That's why he didn't make it to 800 fucking pounds. He's fucking dead. And what's funny about Chance Carmichael, actually, I don't know if there's like a link to his obituary here and shit. But what was really funny about his appearance on the forum is that he got on the forum, he made an account as I didn't ask for this, or I didn't want this, but okay. And people started coming at him and trying to make fun of him, and he did a great job of making all those posters look like complete dipshits. It It was a decisive victory on behalf of Chance Carmichael, winning the slap fight in that thread. But in the end, the thread won because it outlived him. Rest in peace. And you know what? There was, I'm gonna have to go back to archive.is and find those. There was, maybe it's in this thread. Let me give it a look before I go into the archives and try to find it. Because it's a really funny picture that somebody made. I featured the picture on the front page of this. Oh, geez. That's uncomfortable to look at. Look at his gut. Look at his perdunk. That's a big-ass fucking belly. That's not right. If I can't find this picture, I'm going to be royally fucking pissed off. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. I put this montage on the front page of the site, right? And people took it seriously. I think even Virgo Rouge did a video about it. Like, the Kiwi Farms is encouraging people to commit suicide. And this is proof. This is proof. They're trying to kill him. Oh, this is a sad picture. Can you guys recognize all the people in this picture? I recognize the iPod guy, Dylan Roof, Chloe Sagal, Terry Berry, Terry A. Davis, John Bain, and Chance Carmichael. I do not recognize the super fat lady, the black girl, the guy in the overshirt, and I don't recognize the furry. I don't know who Jahi is. Oh, is Jahi the potato nigger, like the literal potato nigger? Atchinson is the couch cuck. I called him out. Randy Stair. I don't know who Randy Stair is. Yeah, the vegetable girl. I remember her. I called TotalBiscuit out. I called him by name, John Bain. Furry caught with CP. That's Randy Stair. The Danny Phantom shooting spray. Oh no, yeah, there's too many fucking people. Some of these are a long time ago. And I wouldn't, like, I know who Jahi is by name, but I would never recognize a picture of her. The furry's RC Fox. Josh, how can you not know? I've got limited space. It's like when I had to clear my fucking hard drive earlier. Like, I have to make room. I'm out of childhood memories. I can't delete any more of my childhood. It's fucking gone. I have to start deleting shit about RC Fox and Randy Stair. That's where we're at. Jahai? That's stupid. That's a stupid black name. Why the fuck do black people name their kids stupid shit like that? It's written like Jahi. Fuck off. Limited brain space. I'm quite clearly limited in quite a few ways. But yeah, that's Chance Carmichael. Why do I have so many messages on Discord? Why the fuck are you messaging me? Shut up. Stop messaging me, Johnny, you fucker. I don't want to post your memes. Alright, let me drink before I die of thirst. Good old Slavic mineral water. Okay, we are now in September, and let's start September off in the best way possible. This is the thread where we found a Cuban article, a free like Cuban press article about Ruben Marrero Pernaz being arrested for crimes unknown, because in Cuba they do not have animal cruelty laws. So whatever the fuck Wolf got arrested on remains a mystery. September again? Oh, we're in November. I'm sorry. I don't know months either. I had to delete that for information about dog fuckers. I hope you're happy, you motherfuckers. These are the sacrifices I make. Yeah, Wolf. I did an entire stream about him. If you guys follow my shit, you should definitely know who Wolf is. You should definitely know that he is undoubtedly in agony. If he's still alive, he's in agony. The best prediction that I've read regarding what had happened to Wolf was somebody said that, and I think this is probably what has happened, is because they don't have animal cruelty laws on the books. Either they A, just killed him, or B, and they said this is more likely, that they got him under Fidel Castro era anti-sodomy laws. But sodomy in Cuba is not dealt with as a criminal matter. Sodomy is a mental health issue, which means they've probably interned him against his will in a Cuban mental health asylum, and they're doing whatever the fuck they do in Cuban mental hospitals to him. No, Wolf is not free. They're thinking of Levi Simmons, the other person, and he's not free. He's temporarily out of custody right now because they're pressing more charges on him. And they in order, for some reason, for the prosecutor to press additional charges against him, they have to release him to finalize the new charges. So Levi's not getting away. In fact, the family said they'd turn him in, and he deserves whatever fate he gets if he's guilty of the crimes that they say he is. Wolf is just fucking gone. Wolf is completely forgotten. Yeah, I mentioned that in my stream, that a lot of the people reporting on this were animal rights organizations, and they were saying that what needs to happen because of this is they were even suggesting that it needs to go into the Constitution. So if it ends up being added to the Constitution, animal rights stuff, it's strictly because of Wolf, which I think would be really funny. So, yep, good fucking riddance. I'm gonna eat shit for saying this, but I've already been eating shit this stream, so I might as well. Is it wrong if I feel bad, like in a fundamental human experience kind of way? Like, I would prefer if he just gets popped. You know what I mean? I didn't cover the initial Zeusatus leak, but yeah, because I just wanted to cover Wolf. What happened with Levi isn't satisfying and shit, but. It is bad. It is bad if I feel bad. He's not human. I'm not white knighting anybody. You know, there's a difference between like exhibiting empathy for other human beings and white knighting them. White knighting, like, I don't even white knight Chris. You can call him a fat tub of shit all you fucking want. Just don't commit crimes against him. And the bleeding heart lib. It's true. It's true. Empathy is for cucks. I feel bad he's not getting nailed to a burning cross. A burning cross is probably better than fucking being in a mental hospital in Cuba. Tip my fedora. Excuse me, but isn't being the fucking edgy boy that wants everybody to suffer, to round up the fucking degenerates and kill them? Isn't that the edgy thing? Why grant him mercy when he didn't? Because you typically want to be better than people. This is what he deserves, I guess. A burning cross would be painful, but it wouldn't be living the natural remainder of your life in fucking a Thorazine prison. As far as I need to smother my feelings. Fuck that. I got principled. Famagawit. Oh, I didn't even talk about Kenny. Fuck Kenny though. Kenny's boring. I just like the way he says principled. Okay. That's enough of that. Do I have this video at one point? There it is.
Imagine you're
in November. In November, our main man Yanderedev put out this video.
Yourself in the following situation. This is you, and this is every single message you've ever posted to the internet over the course of your entire life.
We're not going to watch all of it, but I just want to give you an introduction to it.
Most of these messages are pretty harmless. However, a few of them make you look bad. Some of those messages might be something dumb you said when you were younger and less mature. Some of those messages might be something rude you said when you were in a bad mood. And some of those messages might only look bad without context. These embarrassing messages make up less than 1% of everything you've ever done or said over the course of your life. And none of those messages accurately represent who you really are. However, imagine that someone decides to take all of these embarrassing moments from your past.
Oh shit, you can't see the gremlin on the right-hand side.
And show that list to his
There
friends.
they are. There's our boy.
And he claims that this list represents you. His friends believe him and develop a twisted mental image of you. They perceive you as a caricature of who you really are, with all of your flaws greatly exaggerated. Unfortunately for you, their
let me skip
hobby
ahead a
is
little bit.
ridiculing and shaming people, and they've decided that you would be a fun target. And so they start stalking you. They follow you everywhere you go, taking pictures of you, recording videos of you, and digging through your trash to look for anything embarrassing you might have thrown away.
The fuck
Sometimes
is
they
it?
even
Oh, there it
try
is.
to directly provoke you because they think it's make it perfectly clear that you are 100% willing to answer any questions they have. They simply won't ever contact you to get your side of the story. They're not interested in any information that might debunk the narrative they want to believe in. They've placed you into a category, and once you're in that category, they're convinced that you belong there forever.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. They're beating up on my boy Christine again. I told you motherfuckers not to do this. But here they are doing it. They're beating up on my fucking boy Christine. God damn it, he's nothing like you, Yanderedev. Calm the fuck down.
They are also convinced that you don't deserve any empathy or compassion whatsoever, and that the only thing you deserve is mockery and humiliation. If you try to explain that they've miscategorized you and that you're not any of the things they think you are, you're only going to be ridiculed further. You might try to prove that they're wrong about you by remaining on your best behavior for as long as possible, but it won't help. Anytime you ever say anything, no matter how harmless, they will interpret what you've said in the most negative manner possible. They'll even stretch the truth.
I want to skip ahead. Somebody's asking. I'll clarify. I'll clarify what this is for people completely out of the know at the end of it.
To make your life a living hell. Some people will even impersonate you and behave badly in your name to try and harm your reputation even more. If you ever attempt to defend yourself or clear up misunderstandings, you will be laughed at. If you ever express anger at the people who are tormenting you, you will be laughed at. If you ever try to put a stop to the smear campaign against you, you will be laughed at. No matter what you do, they will always invent some new reason to keep ridiculing you and harassing you. Well, if we're going to keep talking about these people, we need a name for them. We can't call them trolls because many of them aren't interested in provoking you directly. We can't call them liars because they actually believe all of the ridiculous things they say about you. And when they try to paint a twisted picture of you using cherry-picked information and out-of-context screenshots, they are technically using words you've actually said. And we can't call them critics because they aren't judging you, they are judging a twisted image of you that only exists inside their imaginations. So, what do we call them? Well, during World War II, there
Was
was
he calling
series
us
of
Jews?
workplace safety posters that featured little creatures called gremlins. Gremlins were depicted sabotaging aircraft and machinery. Because these people are sabotaging your life, we'll call them gremlins for short. Now, think back to the first sentence of this video. Imagine yourself in the following situation. Have you been imagining how you would feel if you were in this girl's position? How do you think you would handle it? You might say, I would handle it with dignity and grace. I wouldn't let them get to me. I'd prove them all wrong. Well, that's how everyone imagines they would handle a difficult situation. But in reality, it's not that simple. If you are treated like garbage for an extended period of time, it's going to affect your mood. You're going to become stressed out. You're going to become frustrated. You're going to become depressed. Over time, your original personality will melt away and be replaced with an angry and bitter attitude. Appear. Let's go back to that sentence from the beginning of the video. Imagine yourself in the following situation. Targeted to be shamed and ridiculed by a bunch of gremlins because you did some cringy things when you were younger. Provoked and tormented every day until your personality melts away, replaced with anger and bitterness. Accused of being lazy or incompetent because you are depressed and demotivated thanks to all the harassment. How would you feel if you were in this situation? That's not a rhetorical question. I genuinely want to hear your answer. How would you feel if you were in this situation? What would you do in order to get out of it? How much of this do you think you could take? How long do you think you could last until you've had enough? At what point would you consider abandoning your project because it's not worth the abuse you're receiving? By now, you've probably realized who this video is really about.
Dun, dun, dun!
Tell me, what am I supposed to do in this situation?
The best part of that video
in the video
is besides the gremlins, which is very funny. I want to see. Surely this is like a thing that somebody posted like immediately after. Is yes, he uses a cute girl portrait to make himself more sympathetic throughout the video. But there is somebody. Hopefully, somebody sewn took that picture and put his actual face like on his little girl avatar, and it's very funny. But this fucking thread, the people in this thread are shit. And they probably couldn't do something so funny. I can't believe it would take them more than a couple pages to start photoshopping shit onto that fucking video. Fuck you guys. Fuck this thread. Fuck it. Fuck it up the ass. If it's not on this page, I give up. Yeah, goddamn it. I want you guys to see his face at least. If it's not in the fucking OP, this is officially the worst goddamn thread in the entire site. That's like a... Yeah, that's like a recent one. There was a more recent one, and he looks like this is like a 10-year-old photo. He just looks like the sleaziest fucking guy possible. And if you don't know the story with Yanderedev, he's been getting like $3,000 to $5,000 a month for years to thank you to make this fucking game. And I've played it on stream, and it's just unbelievably terrible and unfinished. And he's been going at it for fucking years. He's been getting tens of thousands of dollars for it. He's done absolutely nothing, and he puts out these fucking videos all the goddamn time, just complaining and complaining about all the emails he gets and all the bullying he gets. And then there's the gremlins, and they're making fun of him, but they're making fun of him in a weird way that's mentally taxing. And it's just on and fucking on. And I've completely unplugged my headset, and I can't hear anything. Give me a second. You know what I would fucking... You know how much better my life would be if I was getting $5,000 a month with no expectation to do anything? That would be the best. I don't know how I can fucking complain. Getting fucking cyberbullied is... I mean, you're getting paid money for it. Just fucking suck it up. Fucking loser. Alright. Oh, also in November, I don't have any accompanying footage for this. But November was the year, or not the year, the month that the kill stream was showed off YouTube, and the migration, the exodus to the humble lands of Stream.me began. Hit or miss? I'm not talking about hit or miss. Fuck off. YouTube, and the migration, the exodus to the humble lands of Stream.me began. Why can't I hear myself? Hit or miss? There we go. It's fixed. It showed. For some reason, Stream.me, as I began to talk about it, decided to echo. I forgot DeLive before that. Well, DeLive was ran by Turks, and I try to forget that Turkey exists as much as possible. Hey, it's not my fault. The fucking stream on Chrome was muted. It just decided to start playing again. It knew I was talking about it, and it fucking started playing itself. Don't insult hit or miss. You know, that girl had to lock down her Twitter and everything, and her Instagram and everything, because people kept trying to, like, rape her. Kept trying to talk about wanting to rape her in the ass. D-Live was a mining operation. As far I've heard that too. Byzantium will rise again, maybe one day. Okay, that is the end of November. December has been a year of people being very upset. Or a month. Why do I keep calling months years? What the fuck is wrong with me? I feel like I'm having a stroke. Alright, I did a stream about this too. This was, because this is like the post-me streaming era, so I'm kind of covering my own tracks. This is Melinda Scott suing me for the fourth fucking time. For the fourth goddamn motherfucking time trying to sue me. Josh the ESLT, fuck you. And the article, if you haven't read the entirety of the script, I actually read it in the video. She sues not only me, not only Andrew Carlson, the guy that was stalking her, who has since stopped stalking her because he finds her insufferable now. She also sues Sharon DeGrippo as the proprietor of Encyclopedia Dramatica. Like, her lawsuit was so fucking abysmal that she named somebody who hasn't been the administrator of the site she's suing in fucking like a decade. It has to have been close to a decade at this point. So, you know, when your stalkers cringe, she's suing Easy Peasy. I don't think Easy Peasy is Sharon DeGrippo, to be honest. I don't think that's how it is. But this got thrown out autonomously. The court filed sua sponte against her and threw this out like within a week. And it's the same guy in the stream. I talk about the judge a little bit. His name is Judge P. Jones. I know this because every time she files in the federal district, she gets the same judge, to the point where the judge acknowledges her in her other lawsuits and even mentions, I think, here we go. This is Scott's 8th pro se case filed in this court within the last 2 years. All of them have been dismissed, and that's the judge writing that. So yeah, she has obviously been wearing the patience of the court thin. And if you are curious about this, I would suggest pulling up this stream because it was pretty good, I think. I can't show you this because it's got butthole. Should I show the chat tranny butthole? Because if you think about it, it's not pornography. It's a scientific review. It's a historical retrospect. Okay, it's not pornography. I'm seeing one no so far. No tranny butthole. Okay, fine. I won't show you tranny butthole. But some of you may remember that Linux.org was hacked, and the hacker was politically motivated to protest the code of conduct being implemented in the Linux community. And the main person perpetrating this code of conduct was a tranny who has butthole pictures out there on the internet, and they got doxxed so hard. I think even their social security number got posted on this. Pull it? Fine, I'll fucking pull it. Show butthole? Fuck off. We're running the poll. We're running it. I'm seeing a lot of no's. Oh, God. The yeses. Holy fuck. Fine. If you know, motherfuckers, don't pull your weight here, Shun. We're looking at this butthole. Remember this. I'm gonna have to hold up. I'm gonna have to fix something real quick. This is for historical purposes and science and shit. Okay. LGBT. Okay, here we go. We are set. Because I guess this is happening. So in early December, Linux.org was hacked. And, this is a historical stream. Oh, maybe the website won't fucking load. Oh, wait, there it is. This is the person who is responsible for ruining Linux, basically, if you think about it. Can I see the next one? Can I just, chronologically go to the next slide? Oh, no, they fixed it by then. Well, that sucks. Let's go to archive.is. Because there's more to it than that. It's not just a tranny butthole. I'm not getting banned. I'm showing people the history of the internet. Don't get it twisted. Here. It's the same picture. This is this is the review of this person. Again, the butthole that you've witnessed is responsible for the destruction of the Linux community and the implementation of a bullshit code of conduct that prohibits mean words, despite the fact that Linus Torvalds is very notable for being a outspoken person and not too politically correct. And I've mentioned this before elsewhere, that Linus Torvalds' surrender note regarding the code of conduct and regarding the changes being made to the Linux community, he used special ANSI codes or UTF codes that he doesn't normally use, and it's been speculated that he just copy and pasted something from a Microsoft Word document that inserts those characters automatically. And his writing, the writing that he published, was not his original thoughts. Yeah, the hostage note. So Linux, they're targeting open source software right now, because right now anybody can make a website like the Kiwi Farms using open source software, and they're trying to make the tools for launching your own internet services more prohibitive and harder to get a hold of. That's my thought on that, anyways. This is a person I didn't personally follow, and I might do a stream on at some point, but there's a crazy guy from Pensacola, Florida, go figure, called John Bulla. And in December of this year, John Bulla was involuntarily incarcerated in a mental hospital for being a danger to himself. The site has been blocked by the network administrator GeoIPO because I'm out of the country. They banned me. Hopefully somebody has screenshots. There we go. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent, multiple counts, cruelty toward children, abuse without intent or something. And eventually the culmination of this was that he was locked up. And use a VPN. I don't feel like setting it up. But Bulla is interesting, and I don't know too much about him. I can't say too much. But this is the kind of stuff that he would post constantly on Twitter. Like, he would constantly take these porno mags and then take writings and write on it about how he would be a perfect husband for all these women, trying to entice them, and like just constantly posting shit like this on Twitter. His entire house is like covered in these kinds of magazines. So, but yeah, he was put away for doing something to a kid. I don't think he was like I don't think he was a pedophile. I think what happened is like he had a chimp out in public and hit a kid or something, and that's what he got charged for. Lights are on, but nobody's home. That's probably a good way to put it. All right, I got 2 more things left, and then I can stop talking because I'm losing my fucking voice at this point. It's our boy. We're getting there. We found this guy shortly after moving to Stream.me. He's fucking insane. Everybody on Stream.me knows who the fuck this guy is. Welcome to fucking Kitty Styles. Is he streaming right now? It's the hour of the day he should be streaming. Stream until New Year? No, I can't. I promised somebody I'd watch fucking Breaking Bad with him. So I'm gonna have to do that. Yes, he is streaming. He's got 9 viewers right now. Kitty, can you hear me?
I don't owe you anything.
How nice and warm and lovely is
Somebody tell Kitty Style 1488 what he did wrong when he entered.
What should I say to him, guys?
To play when he called me a faggot right after. You see his first.
Here, I'll just say. Oh.
I'm not sure why you care so much about the pleatries, honestly.
Because if you want a favor,
I'll say Happy New Year to him.
Why would you insult me? Like, hey, play this faggot.
Like, why is he always mad?
This one.
Why you gotta be mad for Kitty Style?
A what?
You can get this one too.
Happy New Year's, Kitty.
Ivon is a nigger. What kind of
I'm already
expects
there.
everyone to be nice to them? Happy New Year's, Kitty.
I'm already on the Kiwis.
Was that his response?
Think about your
I just wanted to say Happy New Year's. Is he hiding his face cam now because I said Happy New Year?
at Kiwi Farms. At Kitty Style go talk to
Okay,
Kiwi Farms.
so look at this. Look at this.
Sup, Josh?
You say play Robert Dyer, faggot. So in the same sentence you ask me to do something nice for you, you also demean me. Right now, I don't care about this.
Why is he upset about this?
How do you think that I'm gonna do anything for you based on that you want something positive out of me, and then you give me a negative?
People like to talk like that. They don't mean harm.
Okay.
I take it for face value.
Kitty, do not kill yourself.
I take it for face value. So like I'm just.
All right, I'm gonna show you his greatest hits. There's a couple of clips on the forum that we got about him. He draws this kind of art. He stopped drawing though because he's been so stressed out since Ralph and I'll show you this in case you don't know, in case you're not familiar with the Stream.me platform. There's a high score table at the bottom, and every week there's a payout, like a cash reward. Like right now for being in third, I'm gonna lose third once Ralph starts streaming and stuff. But like third is like $250. It's a good fucking chunk of change, right? It's a lot of money. So when the site was small before Ralph came over, he would consistently be in the top places for hundreds of dollars in cash prize every week. It was good money. And then once Ralph came over and I started streaming and all these other people started streaming, he got bumped way the fuck down in the high score table. You can see he's not even in the top 10 now. So I think he's making less than $100 a week as opposed to hundreds of dollars a week like before. And he really has taken it poorly, and he stopped doing art and stuff, and he just rants. You can't see this too well because the video is garbage, but if you look on the right-hand side, you'll see blocks of text, and they just say cancer, 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 and that's him spamming the some other guy's stream at the time.
Dude, I want to.
And if you saw on the stream.me high score table, Danish Police, this guy streams even more than Kenny Sal, to be honest. But Danish Police got his name because Kitty Sal's been arrested for threatening a politician. So the joke is at his expense, and it was originally just stream sniping and making fun of Kitty Style. But this is Kitty Style talking about the guy that runs that channel.
Dude, I want to beat him up and slash him. I want to fucking slice his throat. And I'm probably going to go to jail for that, but I don't give a fuck about shits like that. Dude, if I saw him in real life, I would beat the crap out of him.
And this is I saw Ralph's in the chat, by the way. Hello, Ralph. And in Dispatch, who is, I think, one of the co-hosts for the Metacurist and for Dispatch, or not for Dispatch, for Danish Police every so often. I think that's why he gets his name, because he was Dispatch for Danish Police. But he's the pass payout. What's that mean? Oh, he showed his money. Oh, so he's not even been getting paid for some of these. I thought he made more than that. I don't know if that's like, I guess that's per month. I thought he made way more per week than just this. I think this is inaccurate, to be honest. But oh, I was going to show you this video. This video is like a proper fucking chimp out, Wings of Redemption style. If you've not seen this before, sit back. This is good shit.
I don't deserve this.
Oh, let me minimize it so you can see his face.
Understand? I have trauma. I'm traumatized. Do you understand? I'm traumatized from being in prison. I've been isolated. I've been locked up. Do you fucking understand? Do you fucking understand?
I'm not in your shit.
Do you fucking understand? You don't fucking understand. I can't!
Attention Danish secret police Kitty Style is collaborating evil alt-right Nazis come round this guy up. Ha 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 ha. Just came to call you a faggot.
Okay.
I love the way the text-to-speech is always making fun of him.
You're fucking faggots. You're all faggots. Why can't you be nice?
Thanks, Ross.
Why can't you be nice?
Holy fuck.
Why can't you be nice? Why you gotta be shit? Huh? Why you gotta be literal shit? Literal shit. This is my job. I have to make this money because otherwise, well, what the fuck can I do? I have a family to feed. I have mouths to feed. I have debt to pay. I have stuff to take care of. I'm literally in a trailer.
Alex Jones on stream.me.
Bully me? Like the government. Like I can't afford shit because the government fucked me over. They framed me because of one Facebook comment.
You are the only fag.
One Facebook comment. You're the fags. You're the fags. You're bullying somebody that literally can't help themselves. I have PTSD, which makes me traumatized. I have ADHD, which makes me unable to control my feelings. Right? And now you're gonna call me a faggot or some shit because it's funny. Hey, you have a mental handicap. Let's bully him more. Right? Fucking. I paid more tax than you probably will in your entire life, you piece of shit. President Capisha.
All right, that's his finest moment. Yeah, he's still streaming. He's still on stream.me and shit. And somebody's saying, isn't he a pothead? Why is he so freaked out? I'm pretty sure, as a not doctor, I'm pretty sure he's somebody who has some form of schizophrenia, or at least like early, like some kind of schizotypal disorder. And if you don't know, THC exacerbates the symptoms of schizotypal disorders. So he really should not be smoking weed. It's not good for him. And yeah, that's just my thoughts. And that's Kitty Style. And there's finally, one other thing that's been significant this year, as far as I'm aware. At least to me. This is Jonathan fucking Yaniv. The reason why I'm only streaming on stream.me right now. This motherfucker DMCA's a thumbnail on an upcoming live stream and gives me a copyright strike over that shit. And it's just, he's just the grossest fucking person. I did an entire live stream about him. Apparently the archive, it's on BitChute. If you want to go on BitChute/channel/Kiwi Farms and find it there, you can. I went through all of his shit. He's really fucking gross. He goes to bathrooms and harasses women for tampons despite being a tranny. He's taken 16 different women to the Human Rights Tribunal in British Columbia to just fuck with them because they refused to wax his balls. He is fucking disgusting. And he if he could have the capacity to feel shame, he would feel ashamed of himself, but he does not. I want to see the pictures of him and his. God, I hate when people spoiler all this shit like this. Where's the pictures of him in this Halloween shit? Whatever. As you can see, he's a beautiful woman, no doubt about it. And he has made a situation where TERFs are really big fans of the Kiwi Farms right now, because a lot of TERFs, a lot of feminists have been banned from Twitter and from YouTube for talking about this guy. And they're in a situation now where they're like, where TERFs are aligning with us, with my site, because they would rather be aligned with people they hate but who let them say what they want to than with people they align more or less with who don't let them speak about certain issues they care about. And like, I've been getting a lot of fucking positive comments and emails and support from like 40, 50, 60-year-old women who are like, keep hammering this fucking Yaniv guy because he's a creepy pervert. I think your website's shit. And you guys are all Nazi scum, but at least you call out pedophiles, and we like that. Whatever, I take what I can get. So this fucking idiot who goes around DMCAing, copyright striking, and he's friends with Wiz or whatever, Biz, one of the co-founders of Twitter. And he claims to have contacts and Twitter and YouTube to suppress people he doesn't like. And it seems he's not full of shit, because it works. I'll show people again the strike on Twitter that I got. What the fuck was what's my username? Oh, that's right. I told you I'm rapidly losing gray matter. I'm just dying. I'm dying on stream. I'm getting fucking Alzheimer's. I made a comment after I got my copyright strike saying Jonathan Yaniv has used the YouTube copyright strike system to DMCA a picture of himself used in a thumbnail on the stream that hadn't even started. This was to suppress criticism of his abuse of DMCA to suppress criticism. And this was somehow, to Twitter, a violation against their rules on hateful conduct. Whatever the fuck that means, it's apparently what I've done. I don't know how this tweet is a violation of fucking anything, but apparently it is. And this guy, he shows, as we enter the new year, he shows no sign of fucking stopping. 2019 is coming up in 3 hours for me. And I'm going to be dealing with this asshole for the first few weeks of the new year. And I will legit take his fucking ass to court. If he wants to come up and play this fucking game, I guarantee you, I can find a lawyer. I can find a lawyer for this fucking retard and his bullshit. He needs to be hit with an anti-slap. He absolutely does. Like, me not being on YouTube is costing me money. I can prove damages against him. It's not a lot of money. It's just whatever people feel like giving. But I mean, it's there. It's a real amount of money that can be added to a list of other damages that he's done with his reckless, aggressive censorship faggot fucking behavior. Yeah, alone it's probably not worth it. I'll just fuck around with them for the time being. Is that it? Is that it? Oh my gosh. Just over 2 hours. There is one thing though. Let me go ahead and sign off with a particular clip. And that'll be our outro song and our video. Let me get this ready. I just had this fucking ready. I just had this. What? Where do my clips go? I get everything fucking ready, and then it's just not fucking ready. I'm so mad. All right. Then let me add this. I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm not... Don't you fucking doubt me, chat. Though I would really like to download this fucking song if my computer would like to do this for me. See, I always made fun of people for being boomers before, but now I feel nothing but pity for them for dealing with this shit. Because God knows I'm not cut out for it. Can I get my fucking clip, please? Whatever. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to play the song out of the fucking browser. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Alright, again, I am streaming on Wednesday. I'm going to be streaming at noon. I'm just going to say noon instead of sometime afternoon this time because I have to make sure people can expect it at a reasonable fucking time instead of just whenever I feel like it because nobody on YouTube is going to get the fucking notification for it. So expect the stream on noon exactly. I'm going to be talking about Wings of Redemption. I'm going to be talking about his trolls as well. And a lot of people in the Wings of Redemption troll community are fucking terrified of me right now, which I think is hysterical. And a lot of people are going to be calling me a troll shielder after it. I don't care. It'll be funny. I promise. And I think that's it. Thank you, and happy fucking New Year. I think I have a feeling. I have a really good feeling that 2019 is going to be a year of triumph. All right. Yes, the stream is over. I've been going for 2 hours. I told you at noon, motherfuckers. I told you at noon. It's your fault. All right. Take it easy, guys. If you thought I forgot about my man, you're sorely mistaken. I didn't forget.